now. It's actually day 5 right now. We're just getting around to recording the voiceover for it. So I guess that'll make more sense later because none of us actually got sick yet. So the beginning of day 3, Justin and I woke up and I think when I travel I kind of try to find the authentic experience. Eat where kind of the locals are eating, stay away from the tourist traps. Justin has a little bit of a different philosophy.
Sure, so I saw this...
His philosophy is don't get sick.
Right, I always try to stay at the real sterile environments, kind of like McDonald's or KFC. But I saw this ad for ABC Kitchen on TripAdvisor, my favorite website. And it got really high reviews, so I thought it would be very clean and high class. So I told Case, hey, let's head over there. It's right down the street from our hotel. And then we showed up.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, let's go. I was like, maybe I'll go and see what they have on the menu, and I'll look around the corner for something a little bit more authentic. And so that's how we start the day. This is us going up the escalator to Queen Street Cooked Food Market. Yeah, this looks clean.
And we're greeted by this.
I don't think it's what Justin was expecting. But
I'll eat here.
And that's the ABC Kitchen.
Dude, this is the ABC. This is the plan to not get like food poisoning.
What came to mind was me on a toilet. And then we see this.
We had a guy with no shirt on and a vest kneading dough on the table that people eat on. I don't know if they washed it or what, but we ended up eating here. It actually looks like any 626 kitchen kind of dough. That was coffee and tea. That's the guy listening to like 80s Hong Kong pop. I got the braised tofu clay pot, and I was where I wanted to be. These are all like local workers.
I ordered the beef chow mein, like I always do when I'm not really sure what to order. And it came out okay, I guess. Looked kind of sketchy, but when in Rome, yeah, I'm pretty skeptical about it at this point. But what can I do?
And so ironically, we tried to go as far away from this type of experience, and we ended up right there with the MTA workers.
We go to like some sanitized chain restaurant with like bologna sandwiches, and you straight got like MTA workers.
Instead, you get the guy with no shirt rolling the dough on the table that we all eat it.
They look like grizzled men with stomachs that could handle anything.
You got like sewage workers or whatever the hell that is behind you. You have construction workers right here. Hey, we made a new friend.
But there's also pets walking around the place.
So the cat, I'm guessing, cleans up the mess, eats up whatever's dropped.
That guy was not too happy about that.
Now, I actually think that the cat was there to catch the rats.
Are you dinner?
Either that or the cat was the next day's meal.
And now touch your face and eat your food.
So we get there, Justin's already skeptical, and he's a little bit wary about what he's going to eat and everything. So, but the food wasn't bad. We dug in, and near the end of our meal, we look over, and there's these construction workers. Well, see, that's the logo for the subway. So these must be subway workers. They're washing the utensils in this hot tea mixture before they use it.
You put it in the water to like sanitize it.
So if the construction workers are washing their utensils, then we probably should have.
And we did it.
After lunch, I went and got a red bean bun.
I probably should have removed the paper from the bottom before I took a bite of that.
So after that, we had to spring deer for dinner. I found this on TripAdvisor as well, and it was rated very high for Peking duck. So we showed up there, it was packed, and unfortunately...
It was on Kowloon side.
Kowloon side, right. Off of Tsim Cha Sui, which is also called TST.
Turns out you need a reservation.
Yeah, we didn't have reservations, so they kicked us out. So we went to this other place down the street.
Also from TripAdvisor?
This one actually was from That's So Cray food blog called Tai Fung Lao Peking restaurant.
I've actually been to Deer Springs, and it's pretty good. But they also do like hot pot. So I personally think they did hot pot first, and then because Deer Springs is so popular, they added duck. I thought the duck was just okay.
I don't have duck dial offense, so I'm really not sure. So it was good to me. And I really like the hot pot.
The hot pot came with the sauce. There were like 12 ingredients, and you mix all of them in different quantities. And we had our waiter make the sauce for us, and we just were noticing something about him and something familiar about him.
Figured out that he's from where?
Thriller. Hot pot, we got a prepared kind of menu, so it had a bunch of different ingredients like shrimp and squid, lamb, beef, a few vegetables.
Just because my face doesn't say I'm happy doesn't mean I don't like it. The Korean concoction. What's in there? Kimchi?
After that, we stopped by a bar, still, that's just around the corner, or that's a few doors down from the restaurant, and had a beer because we were going to back to Hong Kong to go clubbing. We got table service. But at this time it was what, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, maybe 10?
It was around 10, but the clubs in Hong Kong don't start going off till like 1 o'clock, so.
This is Saturday night traffic going from Kowloon side to Hong Kong side.
We got a lot of time to kill.
Well, we didn't kill enough time, as it turns out.
Right.
This ride took a while, and everyone was pretty tired. They, at least in my car, we took 2 taxis. Both of them fell asleep, and I don't know, to try and keep myself awake, I just started talking out of my ass.
As he usually does.
Tonight might be a short night. Got one guy sleeping there, another guy sleeping there. Yeah, I think Hong Kong reminds me most of Blade Runner. Just kind of slummy in the upper floors, wet, with a certain franticness. People scurrying around in the taxis and on the street. A lot of lights, but not like the bright lights of like Tokyo and Seoul. This is like a different, I don't know. I think I'm saying there's like a certain dirtiness or grittiness, like a pastiche of all these different years of construction that kind of create the makeup of the city.
So we went to this club called Levels on the Saturday. Levels is the most popular club in Hong Kong at the moment, and with the biggest dance floor. They wouldn't let us in. We showed up around 11, so we had to go walk around and go pregame. So we bought Chivas and green tea at the local 7-Eleven and sat on the stoop and drank like classy people.
We're classing up here in Hong Kong.
The nightclubs in Hong Kong are pretty crazy. I mean, they pop obscene amounts of money. They had these huge bottles of Grey Goose.
That's actually all the footage we have of the club because my little point and shoot, it just was too dark to pick up any usable footage. But we had I guess it was a decent sized table, but I didn't know that Levels was billed as the largest dance floor because to me it looked more like a hallway or a walkway between one half of the club to the other half of the club, you know. And but we had our bottles at 11:30.
We started at 11:30. We were finished by 12:30 because there was no one there at the beginning.
Empty, absolutely empty. No one even started showing up to around like 12:45, and by that time we were finished our bottles.
So as soon as we finished our bottles, they cleared off the table and
Resold it.
unceremoniously booted us out.
And resold it.
Like the bums that we are.
What did we spend on that table?
We spent around 1,000.
Around 1,000.
1,000 US.
Yeah, but most people are spending a lot more.
Most people are spending probably a minimum $3,000. So obviously they're gonna kick us off. So I wasn't surprised, but it was kind of sad being on the other end.
Now you know what your patrons feel like. You're gonna get a new Justin at Lure in 3 weeks because he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, let me give you a free bottle.
Kinder than gentler, Justin, at the door.
Yeah, they had these gigantic bottles of like Goose, right? And we had a little 600 milliliter bottle that disappeared in like no time, just a few shots. I bought some more mixers, and mixers are usually free, like the cranberry, the Coke, or whatever it is. And they charged me like $20 for a carafe of or carafe of cranberry juice. So I don't know.
Ridiculous.
But we had a local Hong Kong guy, and we had some other guys that were trying to talk to some girls in our group, and just the amount of rejection that they faced was hilarious when the girls would come to our table and see our diminutive bottle. It was kind of like, is that it? It's so small. But I guess now we know next time.
Yeah, most of the guys got no love, so it was pretty demoralizing, I would say, for them.
Yeah, we all no one got that drunk. Everyone was really tired, and I think we just took the taxi back. Right? I don't really remember. I was pretty tired.
I walked back with Dave.
Oh, I came back. Oh yeah, I came back at the end with Mike, and we showed up, and everyone was just in our room, talking about how retarded the night was. So that was Saturday night, clubbing in Hong Kong.
That's right, clubbing in Hong Kong, basically, to summarize, it was a fail. Because we had no money. Right.
Even with the local.
Right.
Yeah. I would say if you go, okay, so first of all, we were told to go early and get our table, otherwise we might lose it. So either you're going to keep popping bottles all night, or you can't show up late and pop a small amount of bottles because there won't be any tables. So you need to go early and pop bottles throughout the whole night.
Either that or have 2 people go early, kind of babysit the table, and then have everyone else come out around 1. That'd be good.
That's probably good. All right, that's it. So that's day 3. Day 4 is coming up soon. We'll try and edit these and put out the VO faster so you guys can follow along. So that's it.
Au revoir.